Well, welcome back to another edition of 42nd Street Pete's Grindhouse Halloween Extravaganza 2025. And forgive the bare wall behind me. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether this wall gets too cold or whatever, but unless I staple shit to it, it doesn't stay up. And I don't want to wreck the stuff that Mitch sent me by stapling it to the damn wall, so I got to figure something else out. No matter what I use to stick it to the wall, and I've used duct tape, next morning it falls off. I fucking don't get it, but, whatever. Anyway, I went to the Cinema Wasteland 25th anniversary show Saturday for a couple hours, and it was great to see some people I hadn't seen in 5 to 7 years, and even better to see star Tiffany Shepis, who was in the film with me, Unconventional, who I've known for close to 30 years, but I haven't seen in the last 20. So it was great seeing her again and shooting the shit and exchanging contact information. Same with my old podcast partner, Todd Sheets, who was up there promoting his latest movie. And, we hung out for a while and shot the shit. There's a video up there, too. And seeing a bunch of old friends that I hadn't seen in a while, and people, told me they actually missed me being there. And shout-outs to Julianne Prescott, Trauma Dan, Cheney Bo, Ed Demko, Scott, and, the list goes on and on. Ryan, all those people there. It was just, really nice to be remembered. And Ginger was another one I hadn't seen in a while. So, maybe next show I'll have more time to be able to spend up there. But, with the dogs, I really can't. So anyway, let's get on with the show for today. A really sick and creepy movie from 1944 called The Monster Maker. Now, when you're a kid and you're up late at night looking for this shit, because like I said, the TV guide, the whole bit, you see a film called The Monster Maker and you're watching it for 10-15 minutes and there ain't no fucking monsters, you turn it off. Well, like I say, everything's worth a second look sometimes. And this is a really sick and twisted film. Stars J. Carrol Naish and Ralph Morgan. J. Carrol Naish is this scientist named Igor. Ralph Morgan is a concert pianist. Igor is attending his recital when he spots his daughter, who he says is a dead ringer for his late wife. So he ingratiates himself into the room and basically, kisses her hand and, tells her shit, and she's completely creeped the fuck out. After the concert, he keeps sending flowers and notes and shit like that. She's getting more creeped out. So her father goes and confronts him, and Igor basically says, I'm going to marry your daughter whether you like it or not. So a scuffle breaks out, and the pianist is knocked unconscious. Well, Dr. Igor injects him with acromegaly, which, I don't know whether this is could actually happen or fucking not. But acromegaly, as you know, is the disease that makes your head and your extremities blow up like Andre the Giant and Rondo Hatton and all that stuff. So anyway, he doesn't know he's been injected. His daughter is called to pick him up because the doctor's saying he was sick, and basically swears into silence that it says, if you bring this up, I'll say you attacked me. So anyway, he goes back home, and all of a sudden his hand starts swelling, and he's getting a lot of energy and is sensitive to the light, and then basically turns into this lumpy guy. So he goes to his own doctor and is told that the only doctor who can maybe help him is Igor. So when he goes to Igor, he's basically told that, yeah, I have a cure, but I'm going to marry your daughter. So, of course, he objects to this whole thing, and then he's chained to a table. Well, the doctor has an assistant, Miss Maxwell, who is enamored of him, but really sees what a piece of shit he is, because it seems that he's not what he seems he is. He killed this original Dr. Igor, took his identity and took his work, and has been working on this shit ever since. He has this woman under a sort of like Svengali-like spell. So no matter when she decides to get away from him, he just look at me, and go back to this thing. So he basically gets the daughter to come over and see her father strapped to the table, all bloated and stuff, and then the ultimatum is laid on her, that either she marries him or he won't be cured. So there's some kind of scuffle, and the concert pianist breaks his bounds and gets up as the doctor pulls a gun, and there's a struggle off camera. You hear a gunshot, and they come in to find Dr. Igor dead on the ground. And of course, they're all upset because now with him dead, the cure's gone, but not so much because Miss Maxwell was the one who put the cure together. So it all ends on an upbeat, happy note. But when you really look at the psychosis of this film, J. Carrol Naish is playing a real fucking sicko. And he was no stranger to these films because he was the ape man in Dr. Renault's Secret and the Hunchback in House of Frankenstein. Also was in a bunch of ape pictures like Sahara and I think another Humphrey Bogart movie too. So, of course, we all know his last role was alongside of Lon Chaney Jr. and Al Adamson's Frankenstein versus Dracula. So, anyway, that's our show for today. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Again, shout out to all my fans and friends at Cinema Wasteland. It was good seeing you guys, and hopefully next show I can spend some more time. So until next time, stay safe. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the flip side.